Baya, member for Kilifi North, to second this motion.
Honorable Baya, you have 5 minutes to second.
Not 10.
5.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, one, I want to note the thanks of the House for the President's State of the Nation address by one, noting the President's emphasis on transformation. That transformation is underway. A president gives hope to his nation. A president looks at the sunny side of things for the country. And President William Ruto did just that when he came to this House to deliver his State of the Nation address. That the many things that he has done cumulatively, there is hope for this country. A hope that his better or his bottom-up economic transformation agenda is going to transform this country, put it on the steady, and that this country is looking forward to better days than where we have come from. So I want to commend the President for this speech, a speech filled with hope, a speech filled with promise, but also a speech filled with important items and activities that he has undertaken in the first 1 year to ensure that the country, this ship has been put on the steady. Honorable Speaker, one of the most important things that I thought I pick in this speech, Honorable Speaker, is that better is not just about economic transformation, but it is also about, as he states it in his fourth paragraph, it's also about social justice. It's about inclusivity. It's about democracy. It's also about protection of the marginalized. Honorable Speaker, very many people did not go into the depth of what better is about. It is about social justice. Very many people in this country have suffered, and very many people have suffered under state apparatus in this country. We heard about the many killings that were being carried about by DCI. We heard about the Riviera bodies. We heard about people being killed by instruments of government. Better has brought that protection of the marginalized, protection of human rights, and protection of the state of Kenya and the people that live within it. So, Honorable Speaker, as we talk about transformation, we are not just transforming the country economically, but also to transform the social justice, to transform the fight against corruption in this country, and Honorable Speaker, to also to bring law and order. Honorable Speaker, very many people, I'm sure, were surprised when the President actually fired some of the officers in government. Some of them were taken to court very fast on allegation of corruption, something that we had not seen, to drag in investigation for many years in the past. But, Honorable Speaker, we have seen what better also means in the social justice sector. Honorable Speaker, if you go through the President's speech, you also see that he notes and he is aware that we are in extreme difficult conditions economically as a country. He knows that. He doesn't run away from that fact. He notes it, but he does not just note and step there, but he gives us a way in which we can get out of the doldrums that we find ourselves in this country. First, Honorable Speaker, he talks about the transformation in agriculture, the inputs he has made, the kind of infrastructure laid out in agriculture. Kenya is still an agrarian country. The manufacturing in this country will come from nowhere else but from agriculture. It behoves on the head of state to ensure that he develops the sector of agriculture. And, Honorable Speaker, the subsidies in fertilizer, the seeds, the input, the credit that goes into agriculture, Honorable Speaker, will bring us positive results as we trudge on the way. Honorable Speaker, I note with appreciation when the President says we are putting the shame of hunger to rest for this country. And I think every year this Parliament sits back one time and says, you know, we have hunger in this country. We need to mobilize resources. But the President has decided to take the bull by its horn and has told this House in his State of the Nation address that henceforth we must put to shame the issues of hunger in this country, that we must stop, that every time we have to give food to people because they're hungry, we need to grow food. Everybody needs to grow food so that there is enough food for the nutrition and also for manufacturing in this country. Honorable Speaker, the President also notes the transformation in education. In the 12th Parliament, when we were here, we had very many issues with CBC. And everybody was apprehensive about how CBC was going to be, what junior secondary was going to be, what senior secondary was going to be. But the president has steadied the ship, and in his State of the Nation address, he talks about it with passion, with precision, that the education sector in this country is on the right foot, and he's going to steer it in the right foot. As I can see, the light is on, Honorable Speaker. But you know, I am on the high. And
Your time is up. You know your time, honorable members, when you are given an opportunity. Organized manner. I now propose the question, honorable members, that pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 24-6, the thanks of this House be recorded for the exposition of public